Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Abady Law Firm, your go-to source for legal insights and valuable information. Today, we're delving into a crucial topic for anyone who has experienced a U.S. Customs currency seizure at any of the dozens of international airports or border crossings, understanding the CAFRA form. So, if you're an international traveler, this video is a must-watch. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss out on our legal updates. Now, let's get started. Before we dive into the CAFRA form, let's quickly understand what triggers a U.S. Customs currency seizure. It can happen at airports, border crossings, or other entry points if you're carrying an amount exceeding $10,000 without properly declaring it. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, takes this seriously to combat money laundering and other illicit activities. CAFRA stands for the Civil Asset Forfeiture Reform Act, and it plays a crucial role in the process of currency seizures. When Customs seizes your currency, they must issue a CAFRA form, formerly known as the Notice of Seizure. This document outlines the details of the seizure, including the date, location, and circumstances surrounding it. Let's break down the CAFRA form. It includes information such as the date and place of seizure, a description of the seized property, in this case, monetary instruments, and the alleged violation. Pay close attention to these details, as they will be crucial in the next steps of the process. Before we continue, it's essential to understand what monetary instruments mean in this context. According to U.S. Customs, monetary instruments include not just currency, but also traveler's checks, money orders, and negotiable instruments that are in bearer form or endorsed without restriction. So when we talk about currency seizures, we're referring to these monetary instruments as defined by Customs. Here's where things get interesting. When you receive a notice of seizure along with the CAFRA form, you have several options for electing proceedings. These options determine how you'll challenge the seizure and potentially get your property back. 1. Petition for remission or mitigation. If you believe the seizure was a mistake or that there are valid reasons to have the currency returned to you, you can file a petition for remission or mitigation. This involves submitting a formal request to CBP, explaining why you think the currency seizure was unwarranted or requesting a reduction in the penalties that may be imposed. Further, provide any evidence of a legitimate source and use of funds that supports your petition. CBP will review the merits of your petition and issue a decision. 2. If you wish to contest the seizure and believe you have strong legal grounds to do so, you can opt for judicial forfeiture. This involves taking your case to federal court. It's a more complex and time-consuming process, but may be necessary if your case requires it for the return of your property. 3. The offer in compromise. This involves proposing a settlement to CBP where you agree to pay a sum of money in exchange for the return of the seized property. It's a negotiation process, and if accepted, it can be a way to resolve the matter without going to court. Keep in mind, this may not apply in all cases. 4. You can choose to abandon the property if you no longer wish to pursue its return. This is a way of relinquishing any claim to the seized currency. Keep in mind, by abandoning interest in the goods may affect your ability to be admitted into Customs' Global Entry Program. Now, let's talk about a crucial aspect when dealing with a currency seizure: proving the legitimate source and use of your funds. Customs may request documentation such as bank statements and tax returns to verify the origin of the seized currency. It's vital to demonstrate that your funds have a lawful source, whether it's from your employment, business ventures, or other legitimate means. Additionally, Customs may inquire about the purpose behind carrying the money. Were you taking the funds with you for a vacation, wedding, a business venture, or medical expenses outside the U.S.? Providing clear documentation and a detailed explanation for the intended use of the funds strengthens your case. Before making your choice, there are a few essential considerations. Consult with an attorney. It's highly advisable to consult with an attorney who specializes in Customs currency seizure cases. They can provide you with expert advice and guide you through the process. Deadlines. be aware that there are strict deadlines for electing proceedings and filing petitions. Missing these deadlines could harm your chances of recovering your property. Documentation. Maintain clear records and documentation related to the seized currency and the circumstances surrounding the seizure. This can be crucial when making your case. In conclusion, receiving a U.S. Customs Notice of Seizure can be a stressful and challenging situation. However, understanding your options, especially when dealing with the CAFRA form and election of proceedings, can significantly impact the outcome. Remember to seek legal counsel, stay informed about your rights, and act within the prescribed timelines to give yourself the best chance of resolving the situation in your favor. That's a wrap for today's video on understanding the CAFRA form for currency seizures. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. And of course, subscribe for more legal insights. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered. Thanks for watching and safe travels.